David Santiago is finally back living on Delancey Street. He's been waiting 50 years to return, ever since the city forced him and his family from the apartment they had lived in just around the corner when he was 6.
It feels good because I know I belong here. This is where I started my life.
Santiago's building is the first to open at Essex Crossing, a development that eventually will have 9 buildings and more than 1,000 apartments on what was once called the Seward Park Urban Renewal Area. It has been decades in the making. In 1967, the city evicted 1,800 families, many of them Puerto Rican and poor, from their homes, and later demolished the tenement buildings they were living in, promising new affordable housing would be constructed for them.
50 years ago, a hurricane caused a disaster on the Lower East Side. This hurricane destroyed homes, destroyed families, and made poor people even poorer.
That storm dragged on and was fueled by race and politics. Middle-income families in the neighborhood opposed housing for low-income Puerto Ricans, fearing it would change the neighborhood's character. They were backed by Sheldon Silver, the once powerful state assembly speaker who represented the area. He feared the newcomers might dilute his Jewish political base.
Thank you for this honor.
But Frances Golden and other activists kept fighting for the new housing. The first building is named for her.
We succeeded and he failed, and that's good.
In 2013, the project came together after Mayor Bloomberg helped broker a deal. It gave the displaced tenants priority for the affordable units, if they could prove they once lived there. Santiago discovered a school still had his old address on file.
They had all this information, and I almost started to cry. Actually, I did cry.
Santiago moved to California when he was 20, but returned 8 years ago, living on his mother's couch nearby. He is one of 6 former residents living in Essex Crossing. 8 more return in February. Other former neighbors may join them as more buildings rise.
It's awesome just being in the building, knowing that it was built for people like myself.
This huge project is coming along, but there is still a lot more work left to do. It isn't expected to be completed until 2024. On the Lower East Side, Michael Scotto, NY1.